Alright, you guys, guess what I have? I have a desk. So I decided that I have my desk, I have an artboard, I have a painting I'm working on, I have my whole setup ready to go. I might as well use it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. It's just gonna be a little speed paint, I think. Just a little bit so that I can get some of this done. And yeah, so I'm really excited. This painting is kind of in tandem with the like I have two other ones that I've done that are similar, and this one's gonna go in the middle, and I'll show you guys what that looks like later when I'm done. But yeah, hopefully you stick around and you enjoy the painting that goes on, and you like what's happening, and I hope you like my desk. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get started on the painting, and I'll come back and talk. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so like I mentioned, this piece kind of goes hand in hand with a couple of other pieces I've made, and so I kind of tried to split it down the middle. The left side goes with this more purplish painting I have, and like that hill that's there lines up with the hill that's on the other painting that goes to the left, and then that mint colored hill goes with the hill that lines up with the painting that would be on the right. I tried to make it like part of a series, like I try to make them all part of one series, but they can still be individual, so not necessarily like a triptych per se, but more just like if you wanted all three, you could have all three and display all three together, but you could just have one instead. So that's kind of what I wanted to go with this. I wanted to use kind of the same colors that were going on in both the paintings, but I just don't think in the end that it ended up matching up as well as I wanted. Like for this hill right here, one of the colors in the painting that was on the right, it has these kinds of colors in what would be the back hill. I don't know how to explain it really. Anyway, the colors just did not end up being what I wanted it to be, but it's okay. These are fine. It's fine. So yeah, I just kind of paint in some stuff, and at some point I totally paint over it, like like after I recorded this painting session earlier today, I was like, yeah, this is wrong. So I went back over that hill and some other stuff and added some stuff. So the end of what I painted in this session wasn't even the end of the painting, which is fine, you know. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta go over stuff because you realize you hate it. So, you know. At some point I start adding in the little friends, and so when I start adding in little friends, I'm gonna come back and explain that process, I guess. Hey, I'm back. Now I'm gonna start on the portals. So if you've been following me, or if you know me, or if you've seen any of the things I've been doing lately, there have been these portals and these little figures, and they're like trying to get to the portals and trying to get to the other side, or something like that is kind of, I guess, where the thought process is. And so here I am adding in those portals. If you can tell in the very back over there on that hill on the top left corner of it, it's a little house. So what I'm gonna do is make it kind of connect to the painting, another painting I'm working on. I'm working on it at school, but the other painting I'm working on is a really big painting of a bunch of houses that kind of lead into a village of sorts. And they're on a bunch of hills, and I'm gonna add the little friends there, and it's kind of where they live. I don't really know who these friends are. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know why I keep painting them. They're really just stick figures, low-key, but anyway, they're kind of fun to paint and just put places. And you know how people have OCs and they make characters and they have their characters all nice and cool and they put them everywhere? Well, I don't know how to do any of that. So I think this is my my interpretation of an OC. Just a bunch of stick figures. And if your art teacher ever told you no stick figures allowed, you tell him this art teacher told you stick figures are dope and you can make tons of stuff with stick figures. So they're wrong. They're wrong in thinking that stick figures can't be art, because I say otherwise. Anyway, my painting, like I said, is going to be leading into this village, and there's a couple houses. And so my thought is that that little house and that little figure up there, they're like the start into what would be the thought for the village and where they live, because I haven't included the houses for them. Well, that's not, no, I don't remember actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think this is the first one where I've incorporated them going into a house situation. So that's been my thought on what it is I'm doing with these little guys, and putting them places is, yeah, like maybe these are just my little OCs. Like at first they were creepy. Well, there is like one creepy one. Some of them are like evil, I guess. And that's kind of where it started, because like the evil ones were showing up in my paintings. But now, well, I don't think they're evil. Not all of them anyway, but they are otherworldly, if you will. So, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. They're just pretty chill, and it's pretty fun painting chill stuff, really, and not taking it too seriously. I feel like a lot of the times people take painting too seriously, and hyper-realism is not my thing. Realism is not my thing, and so it's been fun to just kind of experiment and just kind of make whatever with it. I just want to thank you guys for watching, if you were watching, if you've stuck around, and thank you so much for all your support. Make sure you subscribe and like and leave a comment if you can, and I hope you have a wonderful day.